Lady Farmers soccer fans, what's going on? This is JP Gregoriev, aka Mr. G. We are here at Farmersville Stadium, and the Lady Farmers have started up against the Lady Braves of Community. We are live streaming. This is the second live stream for Lady Farmers soccer. We were able to live stream Wednesday night's game. Those of you that may have come out or witnessed that game saw a crazy matchup. Mostly Lady Cardinals were super strong and ended up winning the game 8-0. But the wind was brutal on Wednesday. It was blowing at 30 miles an hour and gusting at 50. And today it is a much better day. We've got just at 60 degrees at the start of the game time and very little wind out there. So the wind is not going to be a factor in the direction that you are headed for this game. And this should be a very good matchup between the Lady Farmers and the Lady Braves. The last two competitions between these two, the Lady Farmers have won, but it was a one-goal win the first time, and then they won in a shootout the second time. So hopefully this matchup will be just as exciting. On that one, the Community Lady Braves kicked it and deflected it off the Lady Farmers out of bounds. So we've got a corner kick right here in the first few minutes of the game, deflected off of Community and out of bounds, and now a goal kick for the Lady Farmers. This is also a return for the keeper for the Lady Farmers. Ariana DiMatteo is back in action. She injured her thumb about 3 weeks ago, the week right before spring break, and has not been able to play since. So she is back in action. Let's see how that goes. They do have their backup keeper, just in case her thumb starts to bother her too much. On that clear out, Community ended up getting possession and gaining control. An attack on goal, and let's call that the first save for Ariana. There's been a couple of moderate attacks on the goal, but I wouldn't call them true attacks. Just a deflection towards that direction. Lady Farmers trying to advance down the field. They got it past midfield, but the Lady Braves take over control. And moving forward, there is no offsides. DiMatteo comes out and deflects the ball out of bounds, and it careens back left and out of the back of the field. So therefore, the Community Lady Braves will have another corner kick attack. You can see all of the Lady Farmers but one are on the offensive side, or defensive side, sorry, are in the box. And Lady Braves advancing forward, get some contact on the ball and stay with it. DiMatteo tries to scoop it up, and it is knocked out of the goal by the defender over on the far side. Let's see if I can get a name on that. That looks like it might have been Kate Rich, it looks like. Yeah, Kate Rich was on the far side of the goal and able to clear that out. That was a close one. Nice defensive effort by the Lady Farmers. Lady Braves still keeping control and keeping the ball towards this end. We've got a Lady Farmer down on that one. Looks like two of them went for the attack, and one of our Lady Farmers got the worst end of it. I don't have a number right now, but let's see. She is getting up. It looks like her right leg, maybe her shin is bothering her. She's hobbling off a little bit. Might be Phoebe Attaway. No. I'm going to see if I can catch a number on that one. That is number 17, Phoebe Attaway, hobbling off on the field. I'm not sure if it was her knee or her shin. They got one. Coach Chase came out to check on her, and she is definitely going to have a substitution. So on the substitution, Sullivan Beard, number 14, is going to come into the field and replace Phoebe. Attaway making her way off the field. The trainer coming out to take a look at her. Coach Bazell out on the field as well. Let's hope that Attaway is going to be okay and have an opportunity to return back to the game. Getting some applause from the fans that are here in the game today. So reset back to the corner kick. We've got Community making another attack. Sends it into the box. He tried to head it into the box, but the Farmers cleared it out. That looks Kylie Self has got control of that one and clears it out towards the center of the field, towards midfield. Paige Lair sprinting down the outside, has control of it right now, looking to have an attack on the goal, but Community steps in front and the ball goes out of bounds, and that is a corner kick for the Lady Farmers. So the Lady Farmers are going to have an opportunity to put one in the net if they can handle their control over this corner kick. Looks like we have, must be Sabrina Parker. Sabrina Parker going ahead with the corner kick. We've got 4 Lady Farmers in the box, ready and prepared. Sabrina Parker kicks it out. It's deflected by a Community player and goes out of bounds. Therefore, looks like Sabrina will have another attack on the corner. Parker resetting. Everybody literally just setting back to right where they were. Looks like Paige Lair might be in the center part looking for an attack, but cleared out by Community, and Cheyenne Rogers with the header. Aubrey Varner takes it out towards, clears it out of the field on the far side of the field, and it looks like Community is able to throw it in and take over possession. They're trying to make an advancement. They've got some room down on the far side on the outside. And it looks like Kylie Self trying to clear that one out and does a decent job getting control over it, but it does go out of bounds, and Community is going to take over with a throw-in on the far side. Taking it towards the center of the field, Kylie Self right there to defend it. And a deflection off of Kylie. And Ariana went to scoop it up. Looks like there was a little bit of a miscommunication between DiMatteo and Self. And the ball goes out of bounds, which means Community will have a corner kick. This is their 3rd attempt in the last 2 minutes. We've got just under 31 minutes left in the first half. Still a score of 0-0. Corner kick comes in from the Lady Braves. Number 17 tries to get an attack on it. And cleared out by Farmersville, and cleared out again all the way out of bounds by Lair. But they're saying a deflection. They have a deflection off of the Lady Braves, so that means the Lady Farmers get a throw in to reset their offense. Throw in down towards Lair, but overhead, kicked out of bounds. Looks like that was Evelyn Prudencio who had that one throw in. A lot of activity towards right in front of the Lady Farmers bench. Prudencio kicks it out of bounds, and a throw in for Community. Trying to throw it to the advancing Community player. Header by Vanessa De Jesus. And the ball randomly just kind of bounces down towards Community's goal. DiMatteo easily scoops it up. You can give her a save if you want, but that wasn't much of an attack. Self clears it out, advances it towards Prudencio. Prudencio takes control of it, making her way down the field, trying to reverse direction on the Community Lady Braves. Great footwork by Prudencio. Lair takes over the pass, and the Lady Braves jump in front of it, but Self loses a little bit of control And the Community Braves jump on that, but Self grabs control back. Not able to advance it. Community tries to clear it out. The defender, that is Lauren Hall, was right there to bring it back, and the ball goes out of bounds. Lady Farmers with a throw-in. Right to one of the Lady Braves. Oh, a miss by Aubrey Rich on the far side. And the ball goes out of bounds, and the referee signals Community ball, but not a corner kick. It just went out of bounds before the flag. Therefore, it's just going to be a throw-in from that side of the field. So the Community Braves get an opportunity to attack on the goal. A great play. Kicked up towards the face of number 13 for the Lady Farmers. And it looks like a clear out. And that goes out of bounds. Community takes a throw-in. Gets a throw-in right towards her own player. Trying to make some action down towards the far edge. Oh, an attempt on a big kick. Gets blocked by Self with her right shoulder. Nice turn on that one. Prudencio gets a pass. A nice pass out to Paige Lair. Lair making her advancement down towards the center of the field. There's no offsides on that one, and Sullivan was there to take the pass, but Community jumped in the center of it. Some very equal action on these players here. Prudencio with a pass received by Lair. Can't control it, but kicked out of bounds by Community, and the referee signals corner kick. Therefore, the Lady Farmers will have an opportunity on another corner kick, and looks like Parker is making her way to the corner. Got a substitution for the Lady Farmers into the game now. Number 8, Madison Price. Madison Price just came in and replacing, looks like number 10, Savannah Johnson. Madison Price goes in on the far side. Parker ready to kick it towards the group of Lady Farmers in the center. Deflected off of one of the Lady Farmers just short of the goal line. Prudencio was there trying to head it in, but just before she made contact, the goalkeeper for the Lady Braves grabbed it and took over possession. Man, that was a close one. What a great play. Lady Farmers trying to set up their offense and deflected it a little too far out of bounds, and a throw-in now for the Lady Braves. Community advancing. It looks like Self jumps in the middle of that one, stops it. The Braves didn't see Self coming down from the opposite end of the field. Deflected off of Community, and that's going to be a goal kick. It's very nice the Lady Farmers have ball girls, I guess you'd call them. They are sitting there behind the goal, ready to chase after those errant balls that are kicked down towards the goal, that missed the goal and kind of deflect off into the back portion of the track there. Definitely speeds up the pace. Don't have to wait on so much. Oh, a kick by the Lady Braves from the midfield. DiMatteo dives for it. Just can't get connection with it. Slides underneath her right arm and into the left corner of the goal. DiMatteo visibly upset with herself about that one. And that was just a quick reaction by the Lady Braves, and a low, not moving tremendously fast, but just a direction that DiMatteo wasn't expecting. It was right underneath her right arm and into the goal. So that is the first score of the game. Community has 1. Lady Farmers obviously 0. And the Lady Braves trying to stick with that same momentum, keeping their movements headed down towards their end of their goal, their end of the field. Community trying to make another offensive attack, but the Lady Farmers obviously not happy with that last goal. So they are definitely going to try to defend even stronger. And that ball cleared out by one of the Lady Farmers, but it goes out of bounds behind the goal. So therefore, a corner kick is called for the Lady Braves. As I mentioned before, the last two meetings between these teams have ended up with a Lady Farmers win, but they were very close. Won by one goal in the first meeting and then a shootout in the second meeting. This game now at 1-0 Community. Corner kick sails into several Braves players, but none of them can gain control of it. Prudencio takes the ball that's cleared out, tries to send it out to Paige Lair. Paige Lair gets the action, but unfortunately deflects off her foot and out of bounds. Community picks up the throw-in real quick, tries to advance before the Lady Farmers have an opportunity to set their defense, but cleared out by Paige Lair, and Community with another throw-in. Community sending the ball towards the center of the field, and another clear out by Lair. Definitely an opportunity for all the players, specifically the defenders of the Lady Farmers, to put their hands on their hips and take a quick breather, try to reset. And a throw in by Community, and an advance towards the goal, cleared out by, looks like Cheyenne Rogers cleared that one out. And Coach Chase helping out Lair there, bringing the ball back in, throw in by Paige Lair, deep down the field, deflected by Community, and tried to clear it out, but Lair got it, got Prudencio in front of Prudencio, and Community clears it out. Therefore, it's going to be a throw-in from the side for Lair. So Paige Lair has an opportunity to throw it in. She's looking for several of her players, throws it right in the center of the Community Braves team. There was a little bit of miscommunication between her and looks like Sabrina Parker. Parker was making her advancement towards the goal and then stopped. Not sure what happened on that one, but looks like De Jesus trying to keep the ball in play, but unfortunately Cheyenne Rogers clears it out and into the stands. Cleared it out into the stands, and thank you to some of the Farmers fans. Brought the ball back into play fairly quickly and back into the action. Community with an advancement there. It's a race to get to the ball, but DiMatteo ends up being able to scoop it up with a big punt for DiMatteo down towards midfield. Two Lady Farmers players, they're ready to take over. Self trying to gain control over it, loses it to the Lady Braves. And the Lady Braves back trying to make some advancement. A nice pass in between, but that is going to be an offsides call. She was too far in front of the Lady Farmers to be able to make a acceptable play, I guess you'd call it, a legal advancement. So therefore, it will be a place kick. Looks like Cheyenne Rogers is going to take that one. Places the ball down, picking out her target, trying to figure out where she wants to go to get things started. Boots it down the field towards Aubrey, or no, that's Kate Rich and Sullivan down there. They weren't able to control it. And Lady Braves are able to regain control, but cleared out by Self. A defender for the Lady Braves, a midfielder right there, ready to bring the ball back towards the field and set it up. De Jesus trying to defend and take it away from the Community player. She does for a little bit, and Cheyenne Rogers clears it out, but no, Lady Braves player right there. And it looks like, nope, not able to control it. And it goes out of bounds. The Lady Farmers have an opportunity for a throw-in. That was close. They definitely got really close to the box on that one. And we got a substitution on the field. It looks like Phoebe Attaway has come back into the game. So that sends Madison Price back out. Well, that's good to see. Phoebe Attaway went down about 5-6 minutes ago, and she got kicked in maybe the knee. We're not really sure, but she got some treatment on the sideline and was able to get back in the game, which is great to see. The shot on goal by the Braves to Mattio. A little unsure on that one. Thought maybe her teammate might try to deflect it. Didn't. Luckily scooped it up. Sends it back towards the midfield, but the Braves take control. A boot over the top of DiMatteo. DiMatteo not ready for that one. Thought she had cleared everything out. And the Lady Braves come in with a boot over the top of everyone, including the outstretched arms of DiMatteo. And unfortunately, another score for the Lady Braves. That score for the Lady Braves brings the score to 2-0. DiMatteo obviously upset with that one. Thought maybe her defenders would have been able to get a little bit better position. The Braves, trying to capitalize on their momentum, have scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes. Send a goal attempt to kick towards the goal. That one was close. Just outside on the right side of the goal. That going out of bounds means that DiMatteo will be able to set up a goal kick. But it looks like Cheyenne Rogers is going to go ahead and come in and kick that for the Lady Farmers. They have definitely been fairly equal play between the two teams, but the Lady Braves have, and especially in this last portion of this half, have definitely kept control over it. There's our ball girl running off to pick up the soccer ball that goes errant out there and quicken up the pace a little bit. Rogers back in the same position with a goal kick that she was just a few seconds ago. Let's see if she can get this one out to one of her players as opposed to the Braves. Sends it, tries to get it out to Lair. Lair and the Lady Braves battle for that one, but knocked out of bounds, and it looks like Rogers is going to come up to a throw-in. So Rogers with a throw-in down the field out in front of Lair, but deflected by the Lady Braves. Taking control by the Farmers. Cleared out down the field, and that definitely goes out of bounds, and that'll be a community throw-in. Community sends the ball down towards the center of the field. Deflected out by the Lady Farmers, and that goes out of bounds. Another throw-in by Community. Quick to the ball and the movement. Header by the Lady Braves. Cleared out by Paige Lair, and then deflected off one of the Community players out of bounds, so it looks like Lair will get a throw-in. Lair shouting at her teammates, trying to get them in position. Sends it deep down the field. What a great throw-in by Lair. And Phoebe Attaway back in the game. Quickly gets on the ball. Trying to get defense right there. Take it away from her. And the Lady Farmers regain control. Self on the far side of the field. Has some advancement. If she can keep the speed and stay in front of the Braves, she might have a shot on the goal. Nope, she reverses direction and picked up by Sullivan. She kicks it off the back of one of the Lady Braves players. Self with the ball and a shot and attack towards the goal and scooped up by the Lady Braves keeper. That was probably the most intense attack that we've had for the Lady Farmers for quite a while. Hopefully this will change the energy level for the Lady Farmers and maybe get them going. Looks like that ball was deflected out of bounds off of the Lady Braves, so Farmersville will have possession for a throw-in on the far side. Ball sent down the field by the Lady Farmers, and Community jumps in front of it, but deflected out of bounds. Lady Farmers have another throw in. Got some back and forth, a little bit of ping pong right there. Ball bouncing back and forth between the Farmers players, and yep, we got a whistle on the play. The Community Braves player tripped up one of the Lady Farmers, so therefore Lady Farmers have an opportunity for a place kick. Cheyenne Rogers trying to take control of this one and send it deep down the field. Sends it to the center of the field to Phoebe Attaway, but the Lady Braves player jumps in front of her and intercepts that pass, and now we are headed down towards the Community end of the field. But it sails out of bounds, and no attack for the Lady Braves. We've got another goal kick coming in for the Lady Farmers. Looks like Rogers is, I think this is a great decision. The last two goal kicks she's had, she's kicked towards the right side of the field and directly to a Braves player. So she has shifted directions and decides to kick it down to the left side and see if she can have a little bit more advantage. No, the Braves are just right there again. They are right on top of those goal kicks, ready to intercept them. Oh, a nice pass, but just couldn't be handled by the Lady Braves. She's visibly upset with herself on that one. She knows she missed an opportunity right there. She had a great opportunity, wide open, no offsides. The ball just went right between her legs. So Rogers obviously didn't like the result of switching sides of the field, so brings it back to this side. Definitely her favorite target, Paige Lair, sitting there ready to go. Little conversation between DiMatteo and Rogers, trying to figure out the strategy of attack. Once again, the Braves player jumps in there. That's 4 goal kicks in a row that the Lady Farmers have kicked directly to Lady Braves player. And not certainly not on purpose, obviously, but the Lady Braves are just sitting and waiting like a ninja. Jumped right in front of them. Cheyenne Rogers waiting with a throw in, trying to find her best place for her teammates. Gets it over to Lair on the outside. Kicked out of bounds. They're looking at the ref for the indication, and yes, off of the Community player. So Rogers resets, does a quick throw in, trying to throw the defense off, and right to Prudencio. Prudencio gets control of that, but deflected out of bounds by Community. Coach Chase there to help out with the throw in. Throw in down the field. Prudencio has control of it, sends it back to Self in the middle of the field. Self sends it off to the left a little bit, but no one there to take control of it. Out of bounds, but looks like, the call is out of bounds, deflected off of Community, so Farmersville with a throw in. And we have got to work on that. That is, threw it right to a Community player. Braves boot the ball down towards their end of the field and cleared out by the Lady Farmers. Everyone ready to reset the throw in by Community on the far side of the field. Man, that is 5 or 6 times in a row that the Lady Farmers have either goal kicked or thrown in from the sidelines directly to a Community Brave player. There's definitely some miscommunication going on that between our own players. Phoebe Attaway intercepts the ball right there, takes it down towards the center, deflected off of Lady Braves. A big run-in between DeJesus and one of the Lady Braves players. Prudencio trying to control the ball down there on the end. Kicks it out of bounds for Community. Lair throws it into Prudencio, who's running down the sidelines and can't gain control. Community kicks it out. looked like it was off of De Jesus, but no, it bounced off of her and then off the community player. So now Rogers has the throw in right to Lair. Lair trying to control it. Can't gain control, but the Lady Farmers able to manipulate it and send it back to the other side of the field down the center. But the Lady Braves lift it up over the top and right to DiMatteo. Ready to scoop it up. She punts it down the field. Finds a Lady Farmer in the middle of the field. She deflects it off of the Lady Braves player. Out of bounds. And a throw in. Looks like Ruby Patino is going to be the one who's going to throw that one in from the far side of the field. Ruby gets the ball up in the air and down the field just a little bit. Some advancement for the Lady Farmers. Cleared out by the Lady Braves, and the Lady Farmers have an opportunity to set the ball up with a throw-in from that side of the field. Ruby Patino passes it off to Phoebe Attaway. Attaway coming in with a strong throw-in from that side. Gets it in front of the Farmers players, but the Lady Braves right there. However, the Lady Farmers able to control it. Lair coming around from the outside. Tries to kick it towards the goal and just careens off the wrong side of her foot and out of bounds. Good attempt at attack. She had decent position, but just couldn't control the foot and the punt in the direction of that ball. Lady Braves with a goal kick. Punt it down the field and deflected off of the Farmers and out of bounds. So it looks like the Lady Braves will have an opportunity to pick it up for a throw in on their side of the field. Lady Braves with the throw in towards the center of the field. Action down the right side towards the goal. DiMatteo comes out, scoops it up. Another save for DiMatteo. As I mentioned earlier before, DiMatteo, this is her first game back. She was out for about 3 weeks. Tore some ligaments in her thumb and wasn't able to play. This is her first game back. And so far, a decent amount of saves, but I know she's frustrated with herself. She's allowed 2 goals so far this game. Farmersville making their way down the field. Deflects it off of one of the Lady Braves, out of bounds, and Attaway there ready to handle the throw-in. Lady Farmers looking a little bit gassed right now. Got some hands on the hips and trying to get in position. We've got 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in this half. Score of 2-0. Community definitely jumped out to a strong lead. Lady Farmers weren't expecting that. A couple of goals that they're kind of frustrated with, I'm sure. But at the same time, well played by the Lady Braves. Paige Lair goes ahead and allows that one to roll out of bounds because she saw that it was close enough to that end that it went out the baseline, which means that's a corner kick set up for the Lady Farmers. Sabrina Parker making her way to the corner. She is the girl, the go-to girl for a corner kick. Sabrina Parker setting herself up on that side of the field. Lair coming back in after grabbing the ball that went all the way across the track. And we've got, looks like 4 Lady Farmers in the box, ready to attack the goal. Right to Prudencio, off her knee. Oh, almost in the goal. The goalkeeper stumbled a little bit. You saw Self make an advancement. She saw that ball not completely scooped up yet. Tried to make an attack, and unfortunately, the goalkeeper by that time had gained control. They clear it out, and the ball knocked out of bounds off Patino. Out of bounds, and a throw in for the Lady Braves. I definitely think that the Lady Farmers need to be happy with that last goal kick or corner kick. It wasn't successful. They obviously didn't get a score off of it, but a great placement by the players and their position. And it just happened to be a really solid save by the goalkeeper for Community. Got to have more of that for sure if we want to get back in this game. Lady Braves have control over it right now, but not for long. Looks like Kate Rich on that end of the field said, I don't think so. Braves ball comes back towards the middle of the field, and the Braves gain control over it. That is De Jesus playing solid defense and clears the ball out of the sidelines. And it looks like it deflected off the Lady Braves, so that's going to be a throw-in for Rogers. Rogers sends that ball sailing down towards Lair. Lair kicks it off the side of her foot, and unfortunately a Braves player right there waiting for it. Advance it towards the center of the field and move it out to the backside. The Braves take over control. A shot on goal goes right past DiMatteo and into the goal. That is 3 goals now for the Lady Braves, and DiMatteo visibly upset with herself on that one. Just decided to go one direction, and the ball went a different direction. And that is the frustrating part of this game, especially being a goaltender. You are doing everything you can to try to make sure that you read the player and make the right decision going certain directions, and sometimes you just make the wrong one. Lair now with control over the play and kicked out of bounds off of the Lady Braves, and Lair with the throw-in. Lair sends the throw-in down towards the middle of the field and into a whole group of Braves players. Lady Braves gain control over it, bring it towards the middle of the field, passing back with precision right here. There's no question that these two teams are very equal in their talent, but the Braves are definitely communicating a lot better right now than the Lady Farmers. They have more control over their passes and the direction that they're headed, and that's definitely something Coach Chase and Coach Mazzell are going to have to talk about at halftime. Ball is sent out of bounds for a corner kick. Corner kick for the Braves, ready to take control. It sends it in the center of the field. DiMatteo trying to grab control, pushing players out of the way, trying to find the soccer ball. Gets it out to Patino. Patino is able to send it back to one of the Lady Farmers players. Didn't see who that was, and they cleared it out. So a little bit of congratulations are sent, you can see, back from the Lady Farmers to DiMatteo on that one. Nice save by DiMatteo, just staying with it and trying to fight to get that ball out of there. Lady Braves trying to gain control and have it. An attack on the goal thwarted by the Lady Farmers. And reverse direction. That is not offsides. That is Prudencio. Oh, she had control of it. There was nobody in front of her but the keeper, and sent that one wide right. She is upset with herself after that one. That was a solid attempted attack on a play, and you can see Prudencio is bummed about that. But Self coming back over, having a conversation with her. Trying to talk to her about that. So that is the end of the first half of play for the Lady Farmers soccer versus the Community Lady Braves. We are at Farmersville Stadium on this Saturday, the final home game for the Lady Farmers, and we are at halftime. We got a score of Community 3, Lady Farmers 0. This is News from the Ville, NFTV, bringing you all the live action that we can from the community of Farmersville and the extracurricular activities that we have here at Farmersville High School. Big shout out to the broadcast team today, The Longs are with me, Gracie and Maggie Long. My name is JP Rory. They call me Mr. G, and this is NFTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Farmersville High School and Farmersville Stadium for today's matchup between the Lady Farmers and the visiting Community Lady Braves. I want to send a shout out to all of the recognized teachers. This is Teacher Recognition Game. I thank all of them for coming out and supporting the Lady Farmers and their play on today's field. I remind you that the concession stand is open and today's match is being live streamed on YouTube. You are more than welcome to check out YouTube. It's the YouTube page, Farmersville AV Production. You can look it up at Farmersville Lady Farmer Soccer. You can find today's game and check it out and watch it live with commentation. Don't forget, stop by the concession stand and help support your Farmersville Fighting Farmer Athletics.
Maggie! Maggie. I know. I said Casey. Okay. You ready for me to go live? You ready for me to go live? My mic is on my end. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lady Farmers Soccer. We are here in the second half of the Lady Farmers Soccer game versus the Community Lady Braves. And we start out with the Lady Braves taking control from the midfield. The Braves have pretty much dominated the first half of this game. It was a fairly equal matchup in skills, but the Lady Braves had three very good opportunities that they capitalized on, sending the ball into the goal. Ariana DiMatteo was in goal for the Lady Farmers for the first half. This is her first game back after being out for 3 weeks with an injured thumb, and she has been replaced in goal by Evelyn Prudencio. So Evelyn Prudencio is now in goal for the Lady Farmers. It looked like on the last goal that the Lady Braves had, DiMatteo kind of got into she was diving on the ground, and wouldn't call it a tussle, but I'd definitely say that they were scrambling around, and it looks like she got her thumb, which was injured before, wrapped up into somebody's shirt and re-injured her thumb. So that is super unfortunate that DiMatteo is not able to continue today's game. The Lady Braves with control of the ball right now on their end of the field. Self doing a great job defending that one, deflecting it out of bounds, and the Lady Braves will pick it up for a throw-in on the side. Saw Coach Chase during halftime definitely talking to the girls and trying to get them to build up their communication. They weren't communicating very well with each other throughout that entire first half. Playing good defense, but there's a lot of plays, a lot of throw-ins and goal kicks that were sent directly to the Lady Braves players, and the Farmersville players not advancing or at least moving into the proper position that their players were expecting. So hopefully the communication will pick up a little bit more for Farmersville. Community sending the ball down across the field and out of bounds, and goes out the side, and that looks like De Jesus is chasing the ball to bring it back in for a throw-in. Cheyenne Rogers there to send the ball back into the field for the Lady Farmers. Rogers with a throw-in down the line to Paige Lair. Lair gains control of that, trying to get it down to her teammate, Kate Rich, who is a little bit farther down the field, and that is intercepted by the Lady Braves and brought back to the center of the field. The Braves with a clear attack and a shot on goal, sails just high off the football goalpost, comes back into the field of play, but that is not a legal play. So when it hits off the goalpost, that's equal to just sending it out of bounds. So the Lady Farmers will have an opportunity to kick a goal kick and reset everything here. So Cheyenne Rogers going for a goal kick. Sends this one down the line, and Self there, but misses the pickup, and the Lady Braves grab it. A nice interception cross field by the Lady Farmers. That was number 13, Lauren Hall, was able to clear that one out. And it looks like, unfortunately, the Lady Farmers kick it out of bounds, and Community Braves will have a corner kick as an attack on the ball. The Lady Braves staying out of the box, trying to confuse the Lady Farmers a little bit. Now they come with one into the box, and now all of them attacking towards the goal. The goal corner kick sails towards the goal and actually curves into the goal. And that is a score for Community. What a corner kick by the Lady Braves. She was out on the outside corner and sent a Beckham-like curve on that ball around and into the goal just beyond the reach of Prudencio. That looks like number 4 for the Lady Braves, and that brings the score to 4 for Community. I think that kick surprised everyone, even the Lady Braves. They were expecting to have an opportunity to attack on the goal, and that thing just went right in. Great kick for Community. Unfortunate result for the Lady Farmers. Looks like there was some contact between the Lady Farmers and the Lady Braves, so Community has a place kick here. Free kick set up on their end of the field. And sent over all of the Farmers and right into the hands of Prudencio. Easy save for Evelyn Prudencio. Prudencio boots it right down the center of the field. The Braves are there to receive it, but don't control it. And picked up by Lady Farmers, but sent right back down the field and back in the arm of Prudencio, and let's do it again. Prudencio bringing it back out to the outer edge of the goal box and ready to punt it. Kicked it right towards Cheyenne Rogers. Rogers had to duck to let that one sail over her head. And the Braves intercepted it, but a nice clear out by one of the Lady Farmers. Looks like that must have been, well, trying to read the numbers there and not having a good time doing it. Throw in by the Lady Braves. And off of one of the Lady Farmers. And that is Savannah Johnson trying to gain control. And she is able to keep it. Looks like they're going to give us the ball on a throw-in. So that deflected off of one of the Community players. Savannah Johnson with the throw-in. Sends it to Kylie Self. Self tried to gain control of it. Sabrina Parker trying to take control in the center of the field. And the Braves able to clear it out and send it back the other direction. And picked up by the Lady Braves, but a great save. Kate Rich jumped in front of that one. Lady Braves looked like they had a clear shot to the goal, but Kate Rich said no. Throw in by the Lady Braves. Moving it down the field, getting in good position. De Jesus intercepts it. Still trying to gain control over it. And ball knocked out of bounds, but they're saying it went out of bounds by De Jesus, so that means the Braves have the throw in and an attack on the goal for Community. Community sends a throw in. Paige Lair gets the header, clears the ball out to the center, back over in the Lady Braves reverse direction, but Kylie Self once again there in the defense. Gets it out to Savannah Johnson. Johnson moving it down the field, trying to get some movement. And Sabrina Parker right there in the center And the ball advanced by Self. Can Parker get to it? Parker doesn't make it, but Sullivan right there. Parker behind her to pick it up. We might have an attack on goal for the Lady Farmers. Parker sends it sending back towards the goal, and unfortunately, she is not happy with that attack. You can see Parker visibly upset with herself on that one. Thought she had a great opportunity to attack on that one and just careened off her foot the wrong way, sent it out of bounds, and now a goal kick for the Lady Braves. Lady Braves with a kick out down the field to Community, but Community loses it out of bounds. That means there's going to be a throw-in for the Lady Farmers. Aubrey Varner picks it up and throws it in and cleared back out. And it looks like Aubrey Varner is going to try it again. Ball sent where? I can't see it. There we go. Sent back into the field of play. Aubrey Varner has control of it now. Throw in down the field for the Lady Farmers. Kylie Self kicks it over the heads of everyone. The Lady Braves get it there, but Savannah Johnson gets an opportunity to jump in front of it. Tried to just lift it up over the top of all the players right there and get Ruby Patino an opportunity to make attack on the goal, but just got it too far. Clear out attempt by the Lady Braves, sends it right to one of the Lady Farmers. Looks like that might have been Rogers who picked that one up. But the Braves have been able to move and advance it back down the floor. Rogers gets it out. And we clear out to that far side of the field. A big tussle between De Jesus and the player from Community. Looks like that was the same girl who kicked it in from the corner into the goal. Prudencio picks it up and boots it all the way down to midfield. And Sullivan had control over it, advancing the ball, gets it to Parker. Parker just trying to clear it and send it down the field. Self gets it, boots it out in front, but unfortunately too far, and none of the Farmersville players able to pick it up. Lady Braves goalie punts it to midfield, and the Lady Braves have control initially, but Sabrina Parker intercepts that one, sends it down the line. Sullivan trying to catch up to it, and I guess scares the Community Braves player enough that she kicks it out of bounds. I mean, somewhat of a smart play by Community, but at the same time, she had a couple players she could have kicked it back to and started back up. So it looks like Paige Lair is going for the throw-in on the far side of the field. And sends it to one of her players, but unfortunately not able to control it. Community takes control over it, but then kicks it out of bounds. So Paige Lair again with the throw-in. The throw-in by Lair goes off the head of the Braves player, and Community looks like they keep the ball in play right on the sidelines, get control over it, and ready to take it back down the field. Maintain control for Community. A little bit of interruption by the Lady Farmers, but not enough to stop the advancement for Community. Community punts it up in the air and gets a shot on goal that just barely goes outside. Number 17 by Community. Had an opportunity, tried to lift it right up over the top of one of the defenders for Farmersville. I think it was Lauren Hall who was there. And obviously she's not the goalie, so she can't reach her hands up to try to block it. Got up over her head and just went outside of the goal. So lucky for the Lady Farmers, they did not get another score. Lauren Hall resetting for a goal kick for the Lady Farmers. Got a substitution on the far side for Community. And number 7 comes into the game for the Lady Braves. Lauren Hall. Big solid kick down the field right to Sullivan, who gets in a physical tussle there with one of the Community players. Kind of locked elbows a little bit there. No call. Keep playing. And Community takes control of it. Sitting back down their edge of the field, and Cheyenne Rogers clears it out, so Farmersville has an opportunity to reset and get back in place. Man, Sullivan Beard thought she had control of that, and the Community player came right up beside her. They locked arms for a little bit, battled over the ball, and then it just cleared right out. Paige Lair trying to take control on that far side. Gets a little bit of it, and then Community takes over. Number 5 for the Lady Braves. Sends a pass right to number 17 in the center. Thought she had a great shot on goal, but didn't get it. Deflected by probably yes, that is Cheyenne Rogers. She was able to deflect the ball, but then in the action between the two, went down. Got a little bit of an injury on her left leg. Looks like her left knee sore, but a great save by Prudencio to keep that ball out of the goal, and a big punt by Prudencio sends it past everyone all the way down the field. Community trying to get control over it. Ruby Patino trying to come down and take advantage, and Community kicks it out of bounds. So now the Farmersville Lady Farmers have an opportunity to get a throw in on this close side of the field. That looks like number 10, Savannah Johnson, was going to throw it in, but she has passed it off. We had a substitution. Madison Price just came in for Ruby Patino, and Madison Price threw it in and right to the Braves, and then kicked back out of bounds by one of the Lady Farmers. Looks like we got too high of a kick by, let's see, that was Savannah Johnson. Didn't see her number there for a little bit. She got her foot right up by the face of the Community player, and so Community gains control over it and moving it towards the goal, but cleared out by Cheyenne Rogers all the way out of bounds, and that'll be a Community throw-in. But a nice play by Cheyenne Rogers, getting that ball out of the center of the field. The Braves have been having a lot of luck getting that ball right towards the center and being able to attack on the goal. You've got Kylie Self and Sabrina Parker and Cheyenne Rogers have been really doing a great job keeping that ball out of the center. And Evelyn Prudencio, as we mentioned earlier, is now in goal for the Lady Farmers. Ariana DiMatteo had been in goal, but unfortunately she has had an injury to her right thumb that kept her out of the game for about 3 weeks, and she came back today for one game, and in the middle of a tussle that she had with some of the players trying to score a goal, she re-injured her right thumb and had to come out of the game at halftime. And she is on the sideline right now getting taped up by our latest. You see right there, Ariana DiMatteo getting taped up by our trainer. And back into the game. Ball cleared out off of the feet of Aubrey Varner, and Community Braves have control on the side. Looks like number 8 for the Lady Braves about to throw it in from the sideline. We've got 21 and a half minutes left in the game. That's number 6 actually for the Lady Braves. Got a substitution for Community, switching up positions. Get the throw in. Kylie Self takes that off her chest, sends it out of bounds. Throw in again by Community. Trying to gain control in the center. Number 8, Madison Price, cleared that one out partially. Picked back up by the Lady Braves, sent back across the field to the middle, and cleared out by Sabrina Parker down towards the right side of the field where Sullivan Beard is ready to take it down the field a little bit farther. Again, a quick interaction between her and the Lady Braves on that side of the field, but goes off of the Community Lady Braves. And Paige Lair picks it up, throws it in. Kylie Self with it in the center, gains control, passes it off to Sabrina Parker. Savannah Johnson right there on the left side trying to gain control over it. Loses control. Loses control and back in the action. Community Braves gain control and send it back to the center. Lady Farmers trying to set up an attack. Send it down to the left side of the field. And the ball sent out of bounds. Madison Price trying to gain control over it on that side of the field. Thrown in by Community. Community trying to set up the play. Kicks it, deflects it off of Madison Price out of bounds. They take over possession with a throw in on that side of the field. Number 6, the Lady Braves want to pick up the ball. Another substitution for Community. Switching out. 2 more players coming in. Not sure if this is a changing of the guard or just trying to get some people some rest, but the Community Lady Braves are up 4-0 and really have been controlling the possession of the ball pretty much the entire game. So it might be the move on the coach's part of Community to allow these players that don't maybe get to play as much an opportunity to get in the game and give their starters a little bit of a rest to make sure that if Farmersville does get an opportunity to make a push and score a couple of goals, that the starters will be refreshed with fresh legs, ready to come back in the game. Aubrey Varner with the throw in, and Farmersville couldn't control it again. Community taking over control, send it back to the center. We got a shot on goal. Prudencio easily scoops that one up. Prudencio ready for a punt. She's only got Sullivan down the far end of the field, so she doesn't kick it with all of her force and kicks it right out to Sabrina Parker in the middle of the field. Kylie Self picks it up, and got a big contact between Kylie Self and one of the Community players right there in the center. And it's almost like, Kylie just run her over. That girl just fell over, and yep, that's what the ref saw too. So the ref called a penalty on Kylie Self, and now we've got a free kick. No, correction. He completely changed his call. Didn't see that. Completely changed the call, so everybody running down towards the opposite end of the field. Cheyenne Rogers running up and kicking the ball down there, trying to get something going. But unfortunately, that was a real strange interchange. Everybody thought that Community was going to have control over that free kick, and they didn't. Farmersville got it, tried to make an attack down the field. Unsuccessful. Community with a shot on goal, wide right. So another attack that was thwarted by Community. That was very strange. Initially, I guess the ref indicated that there was a penalty and a free kick for Community, and then right at the last second he changed and said something, and everybody shifted directions and started running to the opposite end of the field. Cheyenne Rogers came up and saw the opportunity, punted it down the field, tried to get something started, but Community was able to step in there and stop the advancement. Now, a goal kick by Farmersville to start it back out right to the center of the field. And as has been happening pretty much the entire game, Community Braves are just in the right position at the right time to intercept that ball. There it goes again. Kylie felt like she had an open field to make an attack down the field, and Once again, the Lady Braves just came right up there and intercepted it and stopped that advancement. Paige Lair kicks it out, clears it out down the sidelines, and the coach for Community picks it up, pass it off to her own player for a throw-in for the Lady Braves. Lady Braves throw it right in. Looking to set up a play. Oop, don't think she meant to do that on purpose. Punted it way up high in the air. Kylie Self there, trying to send it back to the second direction, but again, a Community Brave player right there after Kylie Self picked it up. Community just kicked it, tried a shot on goal and kicked it right at her own player. Kicked her right in the face. She is still up a little bit wobbly as she's running around. Number 2 for Community, Prudencio takes that kick. It was a long 30-yard punt from Community, an attack on goal, but Prudencio's there, deflects the ball back to herself, and then punts it out. Right to a Community Braves player, resets, and Community intercepts again and takes back control. Community just making all kinds of opportunities, taking advantage of all kinds of opportunities to attack on this goal. Kicks it out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for Farmersville. You can definitely tell that the Farmersville Lady Farmers are getting frustrated because every time they try to get an attack started, it just seems like the Lady Braves are right there in perfect position. They are playing a solid position game today, ready to be there to deflect it and send it back the other direction. Goal kick by, looks like that was Lauren Hall. Kicks it out to the center of the field. Farmersville tries to get it, tripped up by Kylie Self, tripped up by one of the Community players and gets this call again. And we hope that it's that call. Like I said, the last time this happened, the ref kind of indicated he didn't make the right call the first time and switched directions. But everybody seems like they got this right this time. So Cheyenne Rogers ready for the free kick. Rogers punts it down the field, gets it right to one of the Community players. But Farmersville trying to maintain possession. Thought they had it there, but unfortunately, penalty called and a free kick given to Community. So Community boots it down towards the other end of the field. We've been spending a lot of time at this end of the field this half, which is not good for the Lady Farmers. Got some advancement right here. And we've got, looks like Savannah had an opportunity to attack on the goal. And right before she tried to make the attack, the goalie jumped in, dove for the ball, and stopped it. So, an opportunity missed. What a great play by the goalie, but a risky play. She ran right out there and just jumped in front of the ball before Savannah had an opportunity to take control over that. And Savannah stayed down on the ground for a little bit, but she's okay. She's back up, no problem, but maybe just frustrated that she thought she had an open shot at the goal on that one. She had definitely cleared it out past all the Braves players. The Braves now with control towards their end of the field, but deflected off of Rogers, sends it back out to Self. Self sends it to Parker. Parker with a nice kick down in between the Braves players. Savannah looking for another opportunity, but misses that. Gets it back out towards the midfield. And Community, yep, still with control over it. This is definitely what needs to happen for the Lady Farmers, though. They have got to keep that ball going down towards their end, towards their goal. We have not spent much time down at that end of the field, and they've got to do that. It is 4-0 with 11 minutes and 15 seconds left, and we have got to make our way down to that end to get some scores. We have throw in by Community. Throws it right to Kylie Self having a great game, as is expected. She's played very well all season long. This being her senior year, hopefully trying to put it out there to just play with everything she's got for her final year playing. We've got a little pinball back and forth between Rogers and one of the community players. She was trying to attack on goal, and Rogers just right there kicked it back and forth about 3 times. Then Prudencio picks it up, punts it out to the middle of the field, sends it right to the middle where one of the Community Braves players is, but Savannah trying to come out and get it going again for Farmersville. Can't seem to keep the ball at that end of the field. Aubrey Varner there for a little defensive play. Uh-oh. It was Madison Price going after it, trying to get a header and lost her footing. Ball went over her head, back out to the Community Braves, but nicely cleared out by Self. Savannah Johnson has control of it, send it pass down to Sullivan. Sullivan's by herself in front of her and kicks it towards the goalie. The goalie stops it but doesn't complete the play. But unfortunately, I am trying to figure out what the call is here because they are bringing the ball back to the center of the field. It looks like, oh man, it looks like the ref had blown the whistle offsides way before that play even happened. That is a shame. I thought Sullivan was farther in front than that, but they called something back here. I don't know if it was a penalty on Farmersville or an offsides. They brought the ball all the way back to midfield, and Community tried to advance it right there. Attack on the goal, picked up by Prudencio. Prudencio kicks it right down the center of the field. And again, Prudencio doing everything she can, trying to get movement back towards that end of the field. And understandably, that's her job. That's what they're supposed to do. And Community with a fairly weak attack on goal. That wasn't really intentional. She was trying to pass it off to one of her players. Picked up by Prudencio. Prudencio ready to punt it back down the field. Tries to get it up in the air to get some height on it. Maybe get some of the Farmersville's players back in position. Sabrina Parker able to take over control. Sends it out to Kylie Self. Kylie Self trying to get it back to Sabrina. Parker not in the right position. Brings it down this close side. And coming back to control it, Savannah Johnson trying to kick it back to Kylie Self, but just doesn't kick it hard enough. Community Braves right there, ready to take it up. Kylie Self thought she stole it off of Community, but apparently there was too much contact. And now a free kick for Community. Lady Farmers trying to get in position to block this. Kylie Self visibly getting upset with how this game is going. She's definitely thinking she's playing some tough defense and keeping control over it, but not happening. Self and Parker trying to block that kick, and at least a view of the kick towards the goal. Goes up in the air and a pretty easy save for Prudencio. Prudencio kicks it back out to the middle of the field. And the Lady Farmers gain control over it. Parker has it in the center of the field, trying to get Savannah in position. A nice pass to the outside and sends it out of bounds. That was a nice pass to Madison Price, but unfortunately sent it out of bounds, and that's going to be a Community Braves throw-in on that side of the field. Oh, the Braves throw it in right to Madison Price. Savannah Johnson gets it back. Sabrina Parker, oh, they had a penalty called on Community. So Cheyenne Rogers comes up here. She's got a leg for sure. So the Lady Farmers trying to get in position, trying to make sure they're not offsides. Rogers advances it past Sullivan and too far. That was definitely a concern. I saw that coming. Rogers has a very strong leg, and she got it down towards the goalpost. Kylie Self able to pick that one up off the goal kick, or punt, I should say, by the Community Braves punter, but Community in there. Community maintaining control right now, trying to bring the ball back towards their side of the field, which is not what the Lady Farmers need. And that was Aubrey Varner, who tried to regain control and in the process kicks it out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw in for the Lady Braves. 5 minutes left on the clock. That is going to be a very difficult task for the Lady Farmers to try to bring this one back. It is 4-0, and they've had a few this half, especially this second half of the half, if you want to say that. Lady Farmers have definitely been getting some more advancement down towards their side of the field, but not a lot of good attempts or shots on goal. This one gets cleared out by the Community Lady Braves, so Paige Lair comes in to throw it in from that side of the field. See if we can get something started. They're past midfield. Sees her teammate Sullivan down and throws it right over her head, but Sullivan makes the turn, maybe has an opportunity to take control over it. Interrupted by the Lady Braves. Sent back out towards the center, and Community brings it back to their end of the field. Community trying to take a shot on goal and gets it. Gets a successful deflection. I don't think the Lady Braves she's not super happy about that because it was more of a deflection than it was an attack on the goal, but it doesn't matter on the scoreboard. That is another goal for the Lady Braves. That brings them to 5. Lady Farmers very frustrated about this one because they have beaten the Lady Braves 2 times thus far this year and are ahead of them in the standings in district. So I'm sure they came into this afternoon's game expecting a very similar result, but the Lady Braves have been on the attack the entire time. They have definitely controlled the possession and have kept the ball at that end of the field most of the time. A big tackle by Community Braves. She ran right into Kylie Self. So the referee blows the whistle right there and is bringing that ball back to his position for a free kick for the Lady Farmers. Cheyenne Rogers making her way back to that position to set up for a free kick for the Lady Farmers down their end of the field. Cheyenne Rogers with the big punt right to the head of one of the Community Lady Braves. That's pretty much been the name of the game today. Every free kick, every goal kick, every throw in seems to go right in the direction of one of the Lady Braves. They have been in the right position at the right time throughout the entire game. Got a throw in now for Community coming in. Paige Lair trying to gain control over it right there. Rogers clears the ball out. Lair trying to get back in position and deflected off of the Lady Braves. So Lair has an opportunity to throw it in now. Her usual target, Sullivan, right over there, but Serena Parker making her way towards the middle of the field. And Paige Lair saw that, tried to get it to her. Just threw it too far, passed it off to the other side. But we have a Lady Farmer. There was a contact right there. That was a head-to-head collision. That was Madison Price. Ran right into the head of one of the Community players. She's even checking her teeth right now. That was a big contact. Nothing called. There was obviously nothing on purpose. They just ran right in the same direction. It didn't stop. Madison Price looks like she's okay. gets the throw in. Sabrina Parker heads it, tries to get it up over Community Braves, but unfortunately not able to do that, and the Braves take over control. Lady Braves dribbling past Farmersville defenders. That is Aubrey Varner trying to maintain control. And again, number 2 from Community has had multiple times that the ball's been passed to her, and she's tried to kick it and send it back in the direction of the goal and has not been successful. And you can tell she's mad at herself right now. She knew that was an opportunity she could have scored. Here comes a throw in by Community. Kylie Self was in good position, but Community jumped in front of her, tried to gain control of it, had control, shot on goal by the Lady Braves, deflected by Rogers, back out, and then kicked back out of bounds by Community. And that's it. That's the end of the game. That is our final home game for the Lady Farmers. The Lady Farmers have an opportunity to play one more time on Monday, the 22nd, and that'll be the end of the season for both the Fighting Farmers and the Lady Farmers soccer programs. Both teams unable to advance into the playoffs, but what a great season and another developmental season for the Fighting Farmers. They are doing their best to build their program and try to get this going. It is only 4 years young, and they have got some really great advancement they've been doing, some quality players, and especially the girls team has really been building up and doing a really great job. So we are trying to make that happen and continue with some success into next year's season. So that is it for us. This is News from the Ville, NFTV. Certainly appreciate those of you that joined us on our live stream today. Please make sure you check out Farmersville AV production on the YouTubes. We will continue to do live streaming as much as possible of all the extracurricular activities that we have here in Farmersville. This past week, we had soccer on Wednesday, track on Thursday, soccer again on Friday, and next week we're going to be doing baseball and softball on Tuesday and Friday. So make sure you check out our schedule. Come back and visit us on YouTube, the Farmersville AV production page. This is News from the Ville.